Hello, family. Welcome to the live stream today. If you're here, give me a shout. Give me a shout. We're going to wait for some people to come in and we're going to get started with the conversation. I hope everybody is doing well tonight or today, wherever in the world you are. Yes, yes, yes. So if you're here, give me a shout. We're going to get started in just a minute. I'm going to wait for some others to come on through. It is your thinking. So this is, I'm playing my music in the background. So I'll announce that a couple times. If you hear it, that's me. You can download my songs on all music platforms, everything, all right? Yeah, on all music platforms. What was I gonna say? iTunes, Spotify, everything. Yeah. So if you haven't heard it, check it out. It's under Ty Dillard. And yeah, let me know what you think about the music. This is False Reality. False Reality. Yeah. All right. How's everybody doing today? Holler at me. Let me know how you're doing. I'm hoping to give some people an opportunity to call in tonight. So we're gonna work it out, guys. We're gonna try. We're gonna see how this works. It'll be my first time trying that, so bear with me. But we'll have we'll say some things first, and then we'll jump into that. So how's everybody doing tonight? Let me know where you are tuning in from. That would be a great start. Got to push through the heartaches and the lows of what we used to. From Ghana. Hello. Okay, so I don't think I can say your first name. I don't even want to mess it up. Frederick. Frederick is the last name though, right? Hello. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you from Ghana. Give our hearts a chance to heal from all the damage. Making room to rise up and accept the challenge. Thanks for calling in. For coming in, sorry. Necessary for you to win. African Pride. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Where are you calling from? Where are you from? Where are you at right now? Let's say that. I want to say where you're calling from so bad. You got the answer. Thank you so much. You look beautiful and pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Growing up be easy, but it's necessary. Oh, we want to bury. Y'all, it's necessary, y'all. Listen. You might go through some stuff, but just know that in the end, it's worth it and it's necessary. So Richard, hello, Richard from Connecticut. Now there was a Richard. Thank you for tuning in tonight. There was a Richard I met here in Ghana that stopped me. I'll tell that little story later. It was brief, but I just want to give him a shout out. But thanks for calling in, this Richard from Connecticut. Wow. I've never been to Connecticut, and I want to go to Connecticut, actually. I've been to over half of the states, but Connecticut is not one yet. On your way to make it through another day. I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit because I want to go ahead and start. You're originally from Ghana, Richard. Okay, awesome. Well, you're probably going to be able to join the conversation today about reverse culture shock. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. So let's go ahead and get started with this conversation, guys. All right. Because a bit down. Yeah. So listen, we're talking about. First of all, if you have questions for me about pretty much anything, we'll see. If it's something I want to answer, I'm gonna let you know. Okay. But really, if you have questions tonight, your questions are welcome. So you can ask your questions, and we'll get started with reverse culture shock. So thank you, African Pride from London. Awesome. Great. Great. Thank you for joining us. So reverse culture shock is something that I feel nobody ever really talks about. And because I have traveled and lived in now 3 different countries outside of my own, I have definitely experienced reverse culture shock. So reverse culture shock, maybe some of you really don't understand what I mean or know, but it is when you have returned home from maybe living abroad for some time. So everybody talks about culture shock, right? When you go to another culture or another country for the first time and you experience culture shock. So that is talked about heavily, right? But most people don't talk about what happens to you when you return back home from living abroad. And I think it is a very big deal. I think it is definitely a very big deal. Myself, and I have several friends that have just had a very, very rough time coming back home and dealing with what that feels like and what that looks like. So if any of you have experienced reverse culture shock, please let me know. Those of you who live, like I see we have London here, Connecticut. Richard, you said that you were originally from Ghana. Have you been back home for an extended period of time? Tell me about what that was like for you, because I definitely had some issues, and I'll talk about some of the things that were a problem for me. So, for one thing, when I came back from Japan, I was used to a very quiet environment, not a lot going on. And so to come back to the States where everything was busy and loud and moving and just different things happening, it was very, very hard to bounce back into that. So I was used to the quiet. And so all of a sudden there was just all this noise, and I was extremely sensitive to that. And I didn't expect to be. I actually was excited about going back and getting into the groove of things. But once I got back, I was like, oh my God, why is everybody so loud? Why are you yelling? Why are you, it was just, and it was hard to deal with, to the point where I felt overwhelmed when I would go out of the house. So for the first 3 months, I barely left the house because it was just too much. It was like overstimulation. I couldn't take it. So, so yeah, that was one of the things that I dealt with as far as the culture shock. Another thing was people not really understanding what I had just experienced and what I went through. The first country that I went to was China. And when I came back home, I experienced this part, what I'm talking about now, more when I came back the first time. Because I felt like, okay, so I've now traveled abroad. I've had all these amazing experiences. I've met these beautiful people, and I just want to share it with you. And I want to tell you about it. And oh my God, this happened, that happened, this happened. I went here, I went there. Because not only did I live in this other country, I also traveled to a lot of other countries too within that year. So I just wanted to share everything, and I thought that everybody would want to share it or hear it as well. Well, that wasn't the case, okay? Some people just didn't really care. I mean, and they didn't mean it in a negative way. And nobody was ever rude or anything, but it was just kind of like, oh, so where were you again? Okay, what did you do? Okay, great, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about da. And it was like nobody really cared the way that I thought that they were going to, or the way that I was willing to share. So I was like, okay, what do I do with this? Like, now I've had all these experiences, but nobody even cares about it. Nobody wants to even hear it. So I don't know what to do with it. And I felt isolated and I felt alone because of it. So now you have a situation where, or I had the situation where I was away from my family for pretty much that whole year. Yeah, I didn't return until the end of that year. So I was excited to be with my family and my friends, but I felt completely disconnected from them. And this is something I haven't even really talked to them about. So, but yeah, I felt disconnected because of that. I felt like I have all of this information and this stuff and these experiences, but they won't understand it in the same way that I did. So definitely no indictment on them, but it was just a thing, right? So those are two things definitely that I experienced. Let me go to the comments here for a second. Is it Pack? Bert? You look beautiful. You look good with the fabric. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's like a little tie-dye-ish thing. Thanks. Richard, you said, have been in the U.S. for 3 years and haven't visited Ghana yet. Okay, wow. 3 years. Oh, hoping to visit this Christmas. I hope you can. That's a long time to be away without a visit. So it's definitely time. So yeah, be prepared for, I would love to know how you feel after you return and see how that goes for you. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else have any experiences with reverse culture shock? Tell me about them. So yeah, so the disconnection, not feeling like people really wanted to hear and cared about what I had been through. Just the sensitivity because of where I was at, of the environment that I was used to. And I was also surprised at how much things had changed when I came back the past time from when I returned from Japan. I was like, I don't know. I guess I just didn't expect certain things to change. And I was like, yeah, it was kind of like I realized that life goes on with or without you, you know? Also realizing and noticing the changes within my family and in my friends in their lives. It's like everybody has had all these experiences, and when everybody got together, I really felt isolated because they were talking about all the stuff that I missed, and I was just there like, okay, yeah, I don't know what anybody's talking about. So there was a bit of isolation in that sense too. But I think just in general, I felt isolated as a whole from everything and everybody. It was a very strange feeling to just feel like you were you get so excited to go back and to visit and to see, but then when you get there, it's like I feel like I felt when I was away, that same loneliness and isolation at times. You feel, on and off. It goes up and down. So yeah, yes. So those things. So anybody else have any other experiences with reverse culture shock? What else can I say? I know that a lot of my friends experienced it too, and we kind of came together and talked about it a lot because for some people it was extremely difficult. And unless you've actually been through it, you don't really understand it. So I found it very necessary to even have people that you can talk to about it, like people that have been through it, to even maybe create some type of group or community where you can come together. Because I think that if it's left, it can be something that could possibly end up being a problem for a big problem for some people. So yeah, definitely good. So what are your questions tonight? If you don't have any experiences with reverse culture shock, or you can tell me what you feel about it, what you think about it, and if you have any other questions. So I mentioned wanting to allow people to call in tonight, and I can set that up. I'll send a link so that you can do that if you would like to. I'm gonna invite you. Okay, let's see. For those of you who missed me while I'm trying to paste this, for those of you who missed it, the music that's playing in the background, that's me. I do have an album. It's called Connection to Destiny, and it's available on all music streaming outlets. So whatever you use to download your music, you can get it there. If you look under Ty Dillard, you will find Connection to Destiny. And if you are looking for something to inspire you, I think that you should check it out. I think it'll be worth it for you. So guys, I cannot copy and paste. Okay. Frederick is asking if I'm married. I'm not married. Charles, what has been your experience in Ghana so far? Why can't I paste this? Sorry, guys. I had a feeling I was gonna have an issue with this. So yeah, I mean, Ghana has been amazing so far. It has. It's been amazing, and it's been challenging at the same time. Yeah, so of course we know that there are challenges. Like there's challenges, whatever country you go to, it's all different and it's going to be challenging. So you have that. But I think overall my experience has been good because I know why I want to be here. That is one thing that I tell people. If you know your why, then you won't have any problems. As far as you won't have this confusion of what you really want to do. Like I said, there's always going to be challenges, but you will at least know, like, this is where I'm supposed to be for this time. So for me, it's been good. I love the peace that I feel here, and I know this is where I'm supposed to be right now. So I'm here. Yeah. That's been my experience. I've been having a lot of fun. I've been meeting some great people. And I have also been learning a lot. a lot about African culture, a lot about Ghanaian culture. And that is like the best part to me. I love culture. And so learning about it and experiencing it myself has been amazing. So it's been really good. Yep. It's been good. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your questions. Yes, I'm having issues. You can come with more questions, guys. I'm going to keep trying to paste this. Yeah, we're 6 months upward. Okay. Let me see something. One second, guys. Any other questions you have for me? Let me see here. Paste the link. I'm calling for help. Invite. Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, so if you see the link, I've already invited, so I don't know. All right, let's keep going here. We have another question. What is your favorite food in Ghana? Okay, so I guess my ultimate favorite is groundnut soup. Content Klein. Yes, I love groundnut soup, and I mean I like it with fufu. You know, I here the fufu is the star, you know, or the banku is the star, right? I tend to do it the other way around. I tend to look at the soup itself as the star. So I like groundnut soup with fufu or with banku. So that's my favorite. Also, tilapia and banku is my favorite. So I guess I don't have one favorite, maybe two favorites. I can't choose. I can't choose. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. Paste it to I can't paste. That's the problem. I Okay. What'd you just do? Okay. Thank you. Okay, yay! There's the link, guys. So if you want to call in, please do so. And I hope I can get you on the screen. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Kamisha, hello. Hey Ty, trying to listen. My data must be low. The connection is slow. Welcome to Ghana. So I understand. Hopefully it'll get better for you, Kamisha. I don't know. You know, my internet is on right now, goes on and off. So you know, we do what we can. Yes, Pat, the culture is great here. It is. I love it. Charles, try it with rice balls. Yes, I've had it with rice balls. I'm actually a huge fan of rice balls already because I was in Japan, and you know rice balls are really big there. Theirs are big. They're different, but yeah, I love rice balls. So I was excited to see that here. So yes, I've had it with rice balls, and I do like rice balls. So Dre, thank you for joining. How do you see Ghanaian culture? Is it easy to connect with? Ghanaian culture is great. I think we were just talking about that. um, very rich culture, and I'm also like surprised at like some of the small things that I see that are still carried out throughout the culture here. So I'm actually glad to see that in a way because you know it continues to make it or to keep it rich. So I think that's important. Um, is it easy to connect with? That's a really good question. I've never had that question. I think in some ways it is. Like some things about it is easy to connect with, but others are not. um, like I try so hard to be an African woman. I do. I'll be like, listen, I'm gonna do this. I mean, the women here are just so like strong. They're so amazing, man. I'm every day. I'm just like in awe of them. And so, I'll be trying hard to be like less American and more African. But just because I just admire their strength and their just just how they work. So the link is there. Okay, thank you, Kamisha. So yeah, I think in some ways it is easy to connect with, and in others it may be a little bit harder. Yeah. So I try. That's for sure. Yep. Okay. So it's camp. I hope I answered your question. So if I haven't, let me know. I'll come back to it. You asking what's your why has been a great prompt to understand my deep pull to Ghana from inside me and being able to explain to friends and families who just don't understand. Thanks, Ty. Yeah. Um, you know what? Most people probably won't understand because I still have friends and family. I'm going to say probably the majority of them that still don't understand, like, why do you want to be there? Why are you there? What are you doing? And they probably won't ever because listen, it's my journey, it's my path, it's my life to live. And so that's what I like to remind people that, listen, it's your life to live. Do not allow other people to prevent you from doing that. Everybody has a purpose, okay? We were all made with a purpose in mind before inception. We were created for a purpose, just as a chair is created to be a chair, to be sat on, to be used as a chair. That is your life as well. You were created with a purpose in mind. So always remember that. Once you get that part, you know that you have a purpose. It is your job now to find out what that purpose is. And when you find out what that purpose is, you have to live that out. So that means it doesn't matter who understands. It doesn't matter who gets it. What matters is that you are living your purpose. So that's something I'm extremely passionate about, is encouraging people to live their purpose, to live on purpose under their own terms. So making sure that doesn't mean you have to go against your family, go against your friends and go against your culture, but that means you do have to live your purpose, and however you can do that in the best way that you can, that's what you need to do. So you said that you have this deep pull to Ghana. Get here. I had a deep pull to the continent in general. I didn't know exactly at the time where I would end up, where I wanted to be, but I knew that I had to be here to do something, that there was something calling me. And so I knew once I got on the grounds, I would know what that was and it would become more clear to me. And that's exactly what happened. When I chose Ghana, I got here, I knew exactly why I needed to be in Africa, and I knew exactly why Ghana was the place that I should be. So, I hope that's encouraging to you and maybe even some other people. Definitely knowing your why and living your own life on purpose. I love it when you dance. How do I end Kumasi when you attended a funeral? You did very well. Charles, where did you see me dance? in Kumasi. Okay, tell me about this. Like, do I know you? Were you there? Because I don't remember like it being on a video or anything. So please tell me more. Because I was so nervous about dancing at that funeral. And I was, they kind of push you out there like, yeah, go. I'm like, no, I don't know how to do this. And I don't want to offend anybody. So yeah, please tell me more. Peg, have tried to prepare one of Ghanaian foods yourself. Try and prepare, okay? Yeah, I'm actually able to cook quite a few Ghanaian meals. I do make groundnut soup, light soup, fufu, from the box. I have pounded fufu before, but not like at home on my own. I can make banku. What else can I make? Of course I can fry fish. So I do the tilapia from time to time. I haven't done jollof yet on my own. I've assisted somebody, but I haven't done it on my own. But yeah, so I can make quite a few dishes. So yeah, definitely. That's really what I eat on a regular. I don't go and buy American food. I know you guys see my videos about like wanting to get American food and everything, but that's very rare. I don't eat American foods often unless I'm eating out. And yeah, so most of the time, if I'm cooking at home, I'm cooking Ghanaian meals. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Quite a great answer. Okay. Probably depends on how open you are and how flexible. Okay. Absolutely. The draw is too strong to change the plan. Been here before and appreciate you reminding to know why, except for the damn pandemic. Oh, the pandemic is just crazy. It's killing me too, guys. Like, I'm actually ready to travel around some more because I love Ghana and Ghana is home and it's home base, but I do love to travel in general everywhere. So I will be continuing that as soon as this stuff clears up. Right now, I just don't feel it's worth it to do as much traveling right now. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. What are some of the similarities between Black American women and Ghanaian women in general you've noticed so far? Similarities. That's a great question. I don't know what similarities. I mean, I guess ultimately I do feel that we're more alike than we are different. So I mean, we're all just people, and I think that there is a certain amount of strength that I find in Black women and Ghanaian women, or just African women in general. To me, it's a little bit different with the women here, just because of the lifestyle, but that spirit, the spirit is the same. So I definitely see that. Um, but yeah, I think just everyday life and yeah, the way that women are strong and they're forward thinkers and they're ambitious too. I think that is the same. Yeah, the need to really want to take care of their families and get things done, be entrepreneurs. You see a lot of that here. So yeah, and also in America and other places. So okay, Charles, did you watch? I watch all your videos. Okay, well, thank you for watching. But okay, I gotta go back and look. Maybe I missed that I was dancing in one of them. I don't remember that. Maybe I was. I don't think so. Okay. And your beautiful queen. Thank you so much, King. Thank you. I appreciate that. I live in Dallas. Charles, you live in Dallas. Okay, okay. So you definitely weren't here for that. All right. Well, good. African Excellence Movement. Have you seen the Royal Palace and the King in Kumasi? Ashanti culture is so rich. No, I haven't. No, I don't. I haven't seen that. So when I went to Kumasi, it was a very brief trip. It was mainly for that funeral, and so I didn't see a lot. And it was kind of during the pandemic, like right when things started easing up. So it was still very like things were still shut down. Wasn't a lot happening. So I have to go back to Kumasi and do some more exploring there. So I plan to do that soon. Actually, a friend of mine wants to go, so I might join her and we'll get some content going from Kumasi. So I will definitely check that out. Yeah. Many African Americans are afraid of Africa due to years of negative propaganda. Yeah, that's very true. And I also think that people negative negative propaganda. Yeah, they don't know what to expect. They think that it's one way because that's what we were always shown and told. And so that's why it's important for people like me to show this part of what it's really like. And I do get a lot of comments and a lot of inboxes from my friends and people from America saying, wow, that's Africa. Wow. Ghana is saying, oh, I didn't know they had this. I didn't know it was like that. So there's still a lot that we have to kind of tear down as far as the thought process so that people can have an open mind to even come, and visit and see for themselves. So I hope that I can help contribute to that. That's definitely the goal, is to inspire them to step outside of that box and come through. There are a lot of beautiful places and a lot of amazing things to do. Yes. So yeah, Andrew, you're from Tanzania, is that right? So welcome. I can't wait to visit Tanzania. Hack the fabric is nice. What is the name of the fabric you are wearing? It's so nice. I don't know. It's honestly, I think it's like a tie dye type of pattern. But the material is nothing special. I think I just picked this up on the streets actually here. So yeah, but thank you. Run over the sky. Did the man want to marry you at all terms? I don't quite understand. Are you asking, do I have men that want to marry me? Nobody has proposed yet. So it's gotta having a lot of organic foods or processed foods. Oh no. Organic. Yeah. Like that's one thing I do love about being here is that, we get fresh foods. Everything you eat is fresh for the most part, unless you're getting it from the supermarkets and it's boxed. But other than that, and a lot of my foods, or the majority of my food, I get off the roadside. So it's fresh. Yep. So that's amazing. Andrew, that's right. Okay. Well, gosh, I can't wait to visit Tanzania. Okay. What's your favorite part of Ghana? Elijah said. I'm gonna copy the link again, guys. If you want to call in, please feel free. Get ready. I'm gonna hit it. I don't know what's your favorite part of Ghana? Okay, we read that. Do you mean as far as like my favorite area? And if you do mean that, I really like the Volta region and I really like Accra. A lot of people don't because it's so busy and it's a lot going on. But I like that. I mean, that's what you expect in a city. So for me, I like that. I enjoy being busy and being in the hustle and bustle. I live just outside of Accra. So I enjoy going into the city and having that hustle bustle and then coming home to a more quiet atmosphere. So yeah, it's really quiet out here where I am. So I like that. What is the cost of living like? Homes, food, etc. Okay. I think I talked about this before in a live. So cost of living, if you're comparing it to the US, it's gonna be cheaper in general. Okay, so there are a lot of things that are more expensive than in the States. Sometimes food can be, sometimes housing can be. So you do have to be careful of that if you are looking to have a cheaper lifestyle, if you move here. But I will say in general, it's going to be relatively cheaper. Um, your rent is going to cost you anywhere from $100 to and up. But I think maybe an average is between 100 and 200 or 250 for a home or an apartment. So with that in mind, people take rent for up to 2 years. So usually it's a year or to 2 years. But I've heard lots of different things, guys. In my place, I'm able to do 6 months and then 3 months on top every time. So I didn't have to do a year or 2 years up front. And I will not, I refuse to do 2 years up front. And actually it's the law that they're only supposed to do six. So 6 months, right? So I refuse to do more than a year. But yeah, that's how that works. So, it ends up being a little bit more expensive and maybe a little more taxing for those of us who are used to in the States paying month to month. But I've also heard some people say that they pay month to month here. So you're going to get a variety of situations when it comes to the rent situation. But that's, I think, the general costs. But it varies depending on your taste. Okay. Food can be expensive in the supermarkets. They can be about the same that you're going to find in the US, and some things might be more expensive in the supermarkets. But if you shop it on the roadsides, things are significantly cheaper. So you can eat and get food, lots of food. If you're spending like $100 in the States, you'll probably have enough food. If you're buying on the roadside, you're gonna have enough food for the month, probably here. Okay, so it's gonna be significantly less. Eating out, if you are eating out at restaurants, I'm going to say probably upscale restaurants that in the US, that, US standards, US foods, it's going to be expensive. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. So you're going to expect to pay US prices pretty much. But you can go to chop bars and you can go to different other, local places, and it's going to be a lot cheaper. Around 30 CDs, which is like less than $10. So yeah, for a meal. So that's a general view of the costs of living here. Andrew is in Arusha. Nice. I hear so many good things about Tanzania, so I'm excited to visit there. Love the Volta region. Yes, Kamisha, I think you told me you've been recently. Yeah, Volta region's so nice. It's just beautiful. If organic food, then it's good. Wow. Yes, the organic and eating fresh is very good and it's nice. Very nice. Are Ghanaians more welcoming to diasporans? If yes, why you think some African Americans find it hard sometimes to welcome and connect to Africans in America? Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, I think that in general, Ghanaians are welcoming to those of us in the diaspora, or Americans, African Americans from diaspora. Yeah, I do. We're always going to be foreigners. And because of that, some people are always going to treat you that way. So you will have some experiences with people that may not be favorable. But like I said, I think in general, yeah, very welcoming. I haven't had any major issues. I've had some run ins with people that say little things or do little things, but that's to be expected. But nothing significant. Um, I really do think that Americans have a problem with connecting with Africans in America. I'm glad you mentioned that because I think it is an issue. I think mainly because of the stigma that is surrounding, Africans and with scamming and whatever else they've heard and believe. So it's just like, oh my God, stay away from them. Don't do this. Don't do that. Um, and I think that may be why people in America have that hard time with connecting. And unfortunately, you have your bad ones that do come there and take advantage of situations. But I think that's everybody everywhere. You're always going to have that. So I hate that happens, and I'm hoping that can change. But I think that the more people have positive experiences with Africa in general, as a continent and the different countries, the more knowledge they have, the more open they're going to be, and with accepting them in America, right? So yeah, but that's a really good point, very good question. So thank you for that. Hey, let me see. What else do we have here? What are your experiences when you first step in the dungeon? How did you feel? How did you do the paste? Oh, I got it now. I want to paste the link again for you guys. Thank you. Okay. So there's a link if you want to call in. The dungeons. So it was it was such an experience. So there's Elmina Castles and there is the Cape Coast Castles. The Elmina Castles, I definitely felt a stronger connection to. I could just feel it. I can feel their spirits. You can still smell, excuse me for this, but you can smell feces. You can smell just the stint of them still there. It was very, very, very powerful to the point where when I got there, I couldn't even speak anymore. I was just silent, and I could just barely even move. So the connection and the spirit that I felt was very strong in Elmina in particular. Very humbling. I cried. I prayed. I spoke to them. I did everything because that was where when I actually connected, I think, to the land here, and I really got what I came for as far as just I wanted that connection. I've always wanted to come and be like, I'm back, like I'm here for you guys. So I definitely felt like, yeah, now it's time for me to move forward and do what I have to do, for my ancestors. So it was definitely a very good experience. I'll just say that it was a good experience in general because I appreciated being there. It was not easy. It was tough, but I definitely appreciated being able to see. And I learned a lot, a lot of things I didn't know that I thought I knew. So it was a good experience, I think, overall. Yeah. Do you speak any of the local languages? Do many people speak English? Okay, Elijah is asking this question. And yes, people do speak English. The English is different. I would say the accent is different. So I didn't realize how much of a problem that was going to be. Because I figured, oh, it's an English speaking country. It's not going to be an issue. But in fact, it still is. the English is still an issue. So sometimes I'm saying things and they don't understand my accent. And same thing for me, I don't understand their accent. So I'm learning how to speak English in the way I'm learning the accent as well as the local language. So it's kind of a twofold. Yeah. So if I'm saying like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example. But it's an accent that you have to pick up and you have to learn as well. I don't speak the local language yet, but I'm learning. So I'm speaking some things, just simple little things here and there. I'm hoping to be able to fully emerge soon. Yeah. Let's see. Please, what is the difference between Black America and African American? There is no difference. I don't think there's a difference. Um, it just depends on what people like to identify as. So there are some Americans or Black Americans that don't want to identify as African Americans. I don't know the reasons. I've always considered myself African American, but everybody doesn't. So they separate it as far as their what they identify as. But there is no real difference. We're all Black in America. We're all Americans with Black descent. So yeah. They say there is a church in the dungeons. What I didn't understand, there is. Yeah. So the Europeans or the French, whoever was there at the time, because there were different people that were doing these at different times. They had a church there because they actually, now this is one thing that I learned and I didn't know. They lived above the dungeons, okay, where they were keeping the slaves. They were keeping them in the lower parts of the home and they actually lived above it. So they had just big, beautiful rooms and living space right above all of the horror that was going on underneath them. So yeah, they had a church there, and I think it was Elmina. The church is there, and they could, as they're walking to the church, they could look in and see the slaves, the slaves down here. So it was crazy, but yeah, that's what. There is a church there. There is a church there, in both of them. Yeah. So they did everything there. So it's very disturbing. Very disturbing. You guys have some very good questions tonight. Thank you for your questions. Yeah. There's many horror stories from those castles. The slaves really suffered. I agree. They did. They really, really did suffer. And the sad thing about it is they suffered there, and those that actually made it to America, I mean, they suffered even more, even worse. So, I mean, they even suffered through the Middle Passage, through the trip, so it was just a horrible situation all around. Well, y'all diasporans, not foreigners in Africa, although y'all not born on the continent. Africa basically is the home for Black people. Most locals are ignorant because of colonization. Yeah. Well, I certainly feel that way. So I'm glad you said that. Yeah, I do. Everybody has their own beliefs, but that is definitely my belief. And regardless of how I might be treated at times by locals, which, like I said, it's not anything significant. Overall, I've had a great experience. But no matter what that is, I still feel at home. I believe I belong here, and that's how I feel. So, there's no way that I should go and I can be able to go and live in Asia. And I mean, pretty much feel at home too, outside of the fact that I'm the only, saying that I don't fit, I stick out because of my skin color. But if I can go there and feel comfortable, surely I should be able to come here and feel comfortable as well around my own people. And that's how I look at it. So yeah, and I do. They don't teach slavery in Ghanaian schools. Wow, what do they teach? I've heard several different things. I've heard that they have a different, they teach it in a different way. And yeah, that's interesting. But it does seem like a lot of Ghanaians don't really understand what happened and don't really know a whole lot about it. So that's something that I think we need to find a way to kind of change that. Definitely within the schools is the first way, but even for the adults, like we've got to find a way to educate our people so that they know what's going on. We should stop using the word slave by rather they enslaved them. I can agree with that. They enslaved them, but if somebody is enslaved, then they are a slave, though, right? I guess if you look at it like that, they did enslave them, but they were slaves to whatever. Like they were. It's important to point out that they didn't freely go, because some people believe that they freely did this, but this was something that was forced upon them, and they were taken from their land, violently taken. So I like to always point that out. We were violently taken from our land, and we were brought here, to America, into the Americas, and other places in the West as well, to work and to build those lands in horrible conditions. So, yeah. If you are a Ghanaian here, tell me how much you know, or just like, do you know a lot about slavery in the U.S. and in the West? Like, do you know about what actually happened to the people that were taken? I would be interested to know how much people know. So I'm sure you can't like type everything here, but just say like, okay, let me know, like, yeah, I know a lot, or no, I know very little. Talk to me about that. Around your own people. Yeah. You are home, sweet queen, around your own people. Thank you, Andrew. Africa. Excellent. Sorry, I was writing exams way back and was answering questions on advantages of slavery. Okay. They do teach slavery, but in a very confusing way. Hide the truth from us. Right. That's what I was told, Dre. Do you see yourself building a home in Ghana? Yes, definitely. That is in the works. So yes, I do want to build a home here. Very little. This was just recently. Alphabet. Really? Okay. Thanks for that information. Anybody else want to chime in about what you know as a Ghanaian about slavery? Let me know. If there is a church in the top of the church, I wonder what are they preaching is so terrible. I'm sad. Yeah, I mean, they were just living a regular life. Like, they didn't see anything wrong with what they were doing. I think they actually believed in what they were doing and believed that it was okay to a certain extent, at least. And they were just going to church, worshiping their God. Like it was nothing, You just didn't look at it in the way that we see it now. It's unfortunate. Yeah. So those of you, please let me know what you know about, or if you know about slavery in the West, like what actually happened, what your people that were taken from this land, what they actually went through when they came over to the Americas and other places in the West. Because if you know very little bit about slavery, if you know very little bit about what happened here before they were taken, then I'm certain that you don't know a lot about what happened once they got there. Because that isn't something, I'm assuming that isn't something that's taught in the schools either here. Because in America, it's, it's kind of, it's taught, but very haphazardly. It seems African American slavery was mainly taught in the U.S. Well, growing up in Ghana, I had little info about the West slavery. Okay, thank you, Dre. Yeah. So I think, like, on both sides, like, what we're told about Africa and America and what you all are told about America here in Africa, it's just all messed up. We all have to do our own research about things, because I think there's a lot of confusion, period. Really, really is. It really is. So, and American schools do teach anything about slavery in school. In American schools, okay, are you saying they don't teach, or they do? They do teach about slavery, but they don't go into depth. And it's very glamorized in a sense. Yeah. Yep. Slavery wasn't focused on in textbooks in Ghana, but things are gradually changing with more AAs coming back and resurrecting the topic. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That slavery thing is demonic. It's too bad. It is bad. It definitely is. It is. But I think there's a certain level of understanding that people need to have about it. Yeah. I think there's a certain level of understanding. I mean, and I don't think that, like I said, just a certain level, because some of the stuff that I didn't even know about it, I'm like, yeah, I could have done without that. Like, knowing that they fought us like dogs against each other for their entertainment, stuff like that. I'm like, I don't really need to know that, because I think it sets up this anger, and you can't live like that. We have to be forward thinking and looking forward. And although we use the past to know about what happened, but in order to change things for the future. So we have to be very careful about the information that we take in, what we do with it. So yeah, it was very demonic. It was very bad. But let's just use it as a lesson, as far as learning about what our people suffered, and taking that as a way of moving forward. So now that we have this information, what are we going to do with it, and what are we going to do about it? Yeah. So it's been to keep both divided, to not know each other. Yes. I think so, definitely. Yeah, because a lot of these countries, they want what Africa has. And if they can keep as many people thinking that there is nothing, or that it's bad, or you shouldn't go, that's even better for them. Because they're here. They're here. Divide and conquer is a tactic. That's right. It's true. Yes, yes, yes. KT, what's up? Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So nobody wants to call in today. Okay, that's all right. If you guys are going to be shy, it's cool. Maybe next time. We are more powerful when united. We are more powerful united. Yes, we are. Yep. History of slavery is all over in Ghana, with about 42 to 72 African slave dungeons in Ghana. Yeah, so I'm reading this book. And I was just discovering through this book, and it's specific to Ghana, and it was talking about that Ghana has the most slave dungeons here. So I don't think I knew that. So now I'm interested in possibly going to all of them and really kind of bringing that out. So y'all stay tuned. Now, that's something that's going to be in the works for me. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to finish this book and see what else I can find out. And if I can go to all of these and kind of bring some awareness to it, that's exactly what I would do. Yeah, it might be a new mission for me. So you have a great voice. You should sing with Ghanaian artists. Elijah, thank you. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, if you just tuned it in, the music that you hear in the background, that's me. That is my album. It's called Connection to Destiny. It is available on all music streaming outlets. So whatever you're using to download your music, you should be able to find it there under Ty Dillard. So please go check it out. Thank you for the great compliment. I would love to sing with some Ghanaian artists. I am just starting to tap into the music scene here in Ghana. So I've been around a little bit and singing in some different places. So we'll see what happens. But thank you. Please try and visit 16 cities in Ghana. Are you planning? 16 cities? What 16 cities? Tell me what that is, Frederick. I'm calling you by your last name. What has taken the diaspora so long to come home? I don't know. Like I said, I think it has a lot to do with people's outlook or how they view Africa, for one. For two, it's definitely not the most affordable thing, or it hasn't been in the past to come, especially for people who don't travel often. It's not. But I think now it's more affordable. You're having more direct flights, so things are getting better. So I think it's just the evolution of it all. So that's why you're seeing more people now, with the interest. And the more people come, the more people want to come. So yeah. Still trying to understand why it's hard for Black people to understand and embrace each other. Well, that's a good question. I mean, I think that all cultures have that problem to a certain extent. I think as Black people, there's been so much hardship that maybe that's one of the reasons why there's been so much division amongst our race of people, and purposeful division, like they want to divide us. So, I think that might be part of it. Hi, Ty Inspire, long time coming online. Hi, Andy. Yes, it has. I wanted to come once a month at least. And yeah, I've just been going through a lot of stuff the last 2 or 3 months. So I haven't been able to get on, but I'm back and I'm going to get back on schedule with that for you guys. So thank you for joining today. Have you been to Jamestown in Accra? I heard it was founded by former slaves. I have been to Jamestown. There's actually a video that I did on Jamestown. So if you get a chance, go through my videos and check it out. I'm glad I did the video when I did, because Jamestown has changed now. They actually tore down the village, the fishing village, the actual Jamestown fishing village part of it. And they are building something there. It's like what are they building? The Chinese are building I want to say it's a port. I think they're building a port is what they're building. So I was kind of disappointed to see that, actually. So it's definitely different. It was so rich in culture. And when I went, it was just that was another that Jamestown was amazing. It really was. But like I said, check out the video. You'll be able to see it. I'm glad I was able to go before this happened. Please raise the volume of the song. Let's hear it. Okay. It's y'all literally, I think it's too loud. I'm like, okay, but okay, maybe we'll listen to a little bit of it before I leave. How about that? I won't be able to talk over it. Okay, let's go. Oh, he means the 16 regions of Ghana. Oh yeah, I've been to many of them. I've been to many of them. I don't know if I've been to 16. I don't think I've been to 16, but I've been to quite a few of them. So yeah, I'm almost finished with, I think, what I'm interested in going to. I've been all the way up north. I've been all the way down to Cape Coast, Takoradi. I've been to Kumasi. Some places I need to go back to. So yeah. The year of return helped a lot. Many celebrities are moving to Ghana. Yes, Elijah, they are. The most recent I heard is well, it was Stevie Wonder, and then it was someone else. Who was it? It's a comedian. I can't remember who it is. But yes, there are a lot of celebrities wanting to move here, so it's good. You have educated us this evening. Okay, good. Thanks. That's great. I am Ashanti. I know that we sold slaves, okay? But the slaves that we sold were criminals who were in debt. Some went to slavery because of the war between Ashanti and the British, some of the defeated. Yeah, so I'm told that definitely a lot of the slaves that were sold were, like you said, they were criminals, or they were outsiders. Yeah, so I think it gets really complicated though. I think we have a mixture of things going on with slavery and who was actually sold. And I think some of them were sold, some of them were just taken. So yeah, have a lot of different things going on. Don't believe in DNA that you're from any specific West African country. You're simply West African. People move around a lot back then. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, that's all I can say is that I do agree. I did get my ancestry done. Um, just because I think as an African American, uh, I think I might feel a little differently now, but definitely like when I came, I felt you have a sense of wanting to belong. And I know I belong to this continent. I know I belong to West Africa, but because we don't have that sense of belonging in America, you come here searching for it. And so it's like, okay, what country am I from? What area? What tribe? What this? And so now my outlook has actually changed a little bit. So I agree a little bit more with what you're saying, that we're just from West Africa, and because everybody was moving around, there were no borders. Everybody is kind of mixed up anyway. So, and being an African American, we're so mixed up with other things other than just African. So that's another problem for us, unfortunately. Ashantis were captured by the British to be sold. Slavery was different in every tribe in the country. Yes, Stephen. Yes, I agree that there was. It's very different. Dave Chappelle, thank you. Like I said, that's who I was thinking of. He was the latest person to say because Stevie Wonder was coming and he wanted to come. That's right. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, maybe we should stop talking about slavery. Charlie, we want to see more of the railways constructions to ease the traffic congestion in the country. Yeah. Actually, that's happening, Andy. They are doing that. There are lots of projects going on right now to improve traffic congestion. So it's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. Katie, thank you for reminding people to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Yes, if you're here, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Share it with your friends. And we just got over 1,000 subscribers. We're a little bit over 1,000, like almost 1,002, close to 1,002. So we're moving along. And yeah, I want to continue to grow with you guys. And thank you for your support so far. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Yeah, slavery is just it's tough. It's a tough subject. I want to be sincere with the Americans. Why is it unnecessary? Okay. So yeah, I guess guys in general, we're just sharing information. That's it. We're just having an honest conversation about a tough topic. And there are a lot of truths that none of us, sometimes we just don't even want to admit to it. But I think it's important for us to have that knowledge. And now it's just moving forward. Like I said, what are we going to do about what we know now, and how relevant is it to our lives today? So that's what we want to focus on. I learned there are demolishing structures in order to pave the way for free flow of traffic to clean the city up. Clean up the city, right? I don't know. But if they are, that's great. I'm going to have to investigate that a little more. That's very interesting. I would really like to know how that's going, because any way that I can be a part of helping out, I want to do that. So I'm going to look into that. Thank you for that. Stock Trading Made Simple. The music title again. Yes, so the title of the album is Connection to Destiny. I can put it here. It's Connection to Destiny, and the name is Ty Dillard. We'll put that there. So things are going. Just hit the like button. Charlie, things are going on well with you in Ghana because you are looking gorgeous. Well, thank you. They're going well. It's going well, definitely. I don't know if it's because I look gorgeous, but maybe you're saying I'm looking gorgeous, so that that means that I'm doing well. Okay. Yes, thank you. I hope so. Yeah. I know African leaders not really helping to make things easy for diasporans to settle in Africa smoothly, but we cannot blame them because the local standard of living not the best so far. That is one of my biggest problems, is that is not being made easy for us. And I think that there was such a big pull for us to come here from the government saying you can come, you're free to come, welcome, you can stay, but it's not easy. So I hope that is going to be changing. I know that they have some things I think that are coming down the line with the year of return, which is now beyond the return, and the 6 pillars, all of that stuff. So hopefully, eventually, things will get easier. So I'm happy to be a part of the first that can come in here and kind of lay the groundwork. I'm happy to do that. So I hope that's what we can do. Yeah. Likes up, guys. Good, Dre. What's the best standard of living? Oh, she's talking to Dre. What's the best standard of living? We'll let y'all handle that as far as, because the local standard of living is not the best. Maybe you can elaborate some more on that, Dre. You ship more to 10,000 soon. As far as subscribers, yeah, hopefully. I'm a long way from that, but we'll get there. I believe we will. Are you going to get Ghanaian citizenship? I would like to, actually. Eventually, it's definitely going to be a process. Like I just mentioned, things just being able to get established is not easy. So it'll take some time, but I would hope to eventually get citizenship and have dual citizenship. Yes, I'm interested in that. Yes. Have you met Ivy Prosper? I like her videos on Ghana. I haven't met her. I've been around her a couple times. I've met her. I have met her. Yes, but I know her. Like I said, I've been around her a couple times. So yes, she does some great content, and she is doing some great things, here in Ghana. So yeah, she's awesome. Please, is the airport fully open? The airport is open, indeed. Everyone can come and go as needed in the airport. Yes. Andrew, Miss Thai Ghana is offering the diaspora land. Yes. Yes. Ghana is offering the diaspora land. I have some information on that, but not enough to comfortably share that. Maybe on the next live, I will at least share the website and the basic information on, if you're interested in that, how you can get that. Because, like I said, I'm still learning about that myself. So I don't want to give information that I don't know. Yeah, because it's a process. It's not just the easiest process. So, but it is available, and it's not totally free. So if you're thinking that the land itself is free, but there are costs associated with that, so you're gonna have to pay something. So yeah, but that is something that I'll work towards for the next one. Okay, so if you're interested, you can even shoot me an email. Let me know you're interested in that, and I'll address that next time. Looking gorgeous, sis. Thank you very much, African Pride. I appreciate that. We lack a lot of basic amenities, most especially in north to the south. Cannot type it all. Oh, okay. So you were saying the basic amenities that, yeah, Dre, that's true. There are power issues, there are water issues, there's all this, but I think that when the diaspora come here, they need to know that already and to expect that and learn to deal with it. So, that shouldn't be something that deters them or, like if you're coming here with the intent to move or to live, then you already know that. Now, I will admit, like I knew it was an issue, but when I actually got here and had to live it, it's a whole nother situation. I was like, okay, this is real. Like this is no joke. So yeah, actually living it, you really won't understand it until you are in it. So yeah. Yes. Elijah, yes, there is free land that is being offered to those in the diaspora. Yes. Dre, you lack amenities because you don't produce anything. Okay, guys. All right. $700. That's one of the costs. Yes. I'm from Bogota, Ghana, but currently living in New York. Okay. It seems you visited there before. Hope to tour you with all of the districts of Upper East region anytime I'm home. Yes, I would love to go back. I did go to Bogota, and I loved it. The culture up there is so rich. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed seeing it. The people are beautiful. It's a different life. It feels so different up north. So it was nice. And thank you for inviting me to tour me around. So thank you for that. you open the door for your generation while you're able to step into Africa. I hope so. I hope so. Definitely, Pat. Also, no water, no power for how long, Elijah? Um, so the water and power is definitely an issue. It comes and goes. Okay, so it's not something that like we just don't. Like I have power now. I have water now. I think, yeah. So, but it comes and goes. So, and you don't know for how long. Sometimes these things are scheduled, and you are made aware of them in advance. But most of the time, it's just a consistent on off type of thing. But there are things that you can do to prepare yourself for that. So you can store water, you can have the poly tanks with water, extra water, so that you don't even know that it's off. Same thing with power, get the things that you need to help you with that. So I like to tell people like it's a thing, but you can help, you can solve that problem, you know. It's not something that you have to suffer through necessarily, as long as you can afford it. We know some people in the country, can't afford to go and have all the luxuries of making sure that they're good. They just kind of have to deal with it. And most people that are from here, they're kind of used to living with it. So it's not a thing. But for those of us who are not from the West, when we come here, we're not used to that. So just know that that may be something you have to set aside extra funds for so that you can be okay. Invent, produce, and make things of value for the global economy to buy, and your country will be rich. Black people all over the world have failed to do that, not just Africans on the continent. Yes, I agree. I agree, Ansef. We've got resources, but look, we always need aid. Yeah. That's because a lot of our resources we don't own anymore. So, yeah, definitely. Drew says we need generators. Yep, we need a generator. If you're somebody like me, like I work online, so it's important that I have power. Um, so yeah, I have to do things that can make sure that I have power. Okay, solar generators, yes. Yes, definitely. Okay. Had great conversations. So let's see here, guys. I don't know what y'all want to hear. Somebody said that they wanted to hear some of the music. Let me go ahead. I think I can turn it up. See if I can turn it up before we end tonight. So I'll let you guys hear a little bit of a song. So just a moment. Now don't fight in the comments. I'll be right back. Maybe Connection to Destiny. Okay, we're gonna play one song back. This one's my favorite. It's the title track. It's called Connection to Destiny. So I'm gonna play that one so that we can hear and we'll go out on that. I appreciate you guys coming and stopping by tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will definitely see you guys in June. So we'll do another one soon, very soon. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Love your theme song. Very soulful. Thank you. That's the song I'm gonna play, Andrew. That's the one I'm playing now. Um, that's Connection to Destiny. So I'll play that one now. Thank you, Frederick. Take care. Y'all are so funny. Ah. Also, if you have any other ideas on topics for the next live, you can let me know. Shoot those in the comments now while I'm getting ready to play this next song or this song. You can shoot that in the comments. Y'all are funny. Tell you. Maybe I'll just play it here. You think it'll be okay? I play it here? Oh. Well, let me pull it up. Yes, guys. So yeah, any ideas on what you want to talk about next time? Steven, wow. People in America in administration are all corrupt, especially police officers. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate. Yes. Please, do you have Jamestown Fishing Harbor project online? Jamestown Fishing Harbor project? I don't, Andy, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I hope everybody can hear it. Those who want to hear it. This is Connection to Destiny. That moment, watch our path. I remember that I wanted to see the world and chase the sun. It's time to break away from fears that held me down. Now I believe I can be all I dream. The connection to destiny is me. To believe I can soar, I stand to walk that door. I can be all I dream, and so much more. The mountains are falling, the valleys are healing, the streets are being now. I can conquer the storm. To the high reaching China, to the coastal Cambodia, to the oceans of fear, the things I know, my destiny. Good. I knew that if I had the faith that I could make, so I stood on to it all. No matter what the difference is, we all are here. So let's conquer, forever strong. And the things of was lost that keep it down through your mind. Touch your feeling with the same love that goes to mine. No matter what the task, I know I'm built to last. This purpose that you brought within me, I believe I can be all I dream. The connection to thank you, Trey. Thank you so much. I believe I can soar, stand and walk through that door. I can be all I dream, and so much more. Now I believe I can be all I dream. The connection to destiny is me. I believe I can soar, stand and walk through that door. I can be all I dream, and so much more. The mountains are calling, the valleys are healing, the streets are being down, working on the storm. To the hurry and China, to the hope of Cambodia, to the ocean of the sea, the things I know, but that's me. That is the end of that song. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for the beautiful compliments. Thanks. So go and stream and download. I hope that it's inspiring. That's what I want to hear. Thank you so much, Andrew. I hope that it is definitely. That's my goal. That's my goal. So thank you everybody for being here tonight. I really appreciate you stopping by, taking the time to stop by tonight, today, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you again next month. If you think of any topics that you want to talk about, shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to respond to you and to prepare something for next month. And until then, I will see you very soon. Please take care. So you look like a Ghanaian. You have to be free. Life is spiritual. You have connected. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much for saying I look Ghanaian. I take that as a compliment. So I love that. See you guys next time.